So as you inhale, dropping the belly, looking forward, doing this with your eyes opened or closed. As you exhale, pressing away from the mat as much as you can, rounding the spine, inviting some length into the back body. And then as you alternate between cat and cow, begin to shift your hips from side to side, creating some length into either side of the trunk. Noticing how things feel today. Allowing yourself to be present on the mat. We'll take about 2 more cycles at your own pace here, inhaling to cow and exhaling to cat. We'll come to a neutral spine in tabletop. Go ahead and inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, send it under the left, thread the needle. Cheek and shoulder blade to the mat. Partial bind if you'd like. Begin to open that left side of the chest. Breathe into the spine. Good, release that left hand back down to the mat. Big breath in, right arm reaches high, and exhale, set it down on the mat. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale to cat. Nice rounding of the spine. One more time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Neutral spine and tabletop. On your next in-breath, left arm high. And exhale, sweep it under the right, left cheek and shoulder blade to the mat. Hips are lifted. Any modification of this pose, perfectly fine here. Allow the breath to flow from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Just let the spine lengthen and rotate. Whatever degree feels good for you today. When you're ready, releasing that right hand back down to the mat. Inhale, nice and deep, left arm high. Exhale, release, send it down. Walk the hands over to the left corner of your mat. Take a nice big breath in. Use your exhale to sink towards your right heel. Nice big side stretch here. You can rock gently from side to side if that feels good. Shifting the hips slightly. Maybe moving that right hand just a little bit higher than the left. Remember, we're not forcing ourselves to move into certain poses or positions. We're just allowing ourselves to meet our body where it's at today, right now. So if something doesn't feel good for you, feel free to modify. When you're ready, tabletop, hands make their way over to the right corner. Breathing in again as you exhale, sink towards the left heel. Let your head and neck relax here. Imagine a nice long line from your left fingertips all the way down to that left hip. Lengthening, finding some space in the body today. Putting a pause on the mind chatter. Paying attention to yourself and your breathing. When you're ready, coming back up to tabletop. Go ahead and make your hands move a little bit closer to the top edge of your mat and press back to downward facing dog, lifting the sit bones up and back. And then take a little bit of time here. So do what feels good for your downward facing dog. If you rather find some stillness here, you can. If you want to move your hips or your knees or your ankles, head and neck. See what feels good for you today. Start to regulate your breathing a little bit more. So really paying attention to the inhale and the exhale, the quality of your breath and both parts of the breath, Let's try to make a 1-to-1 breath, so equal counts in and out here. Eventually bringing your feet back in so they're hips distance apart. Spread the fingers nice and wide, ground down through the hands and the feet. Imagine the spine lengthening as you press the sit bones up and back. Looking forward towards the top of your mat, walk your feet up, come to Malasana or garland pose. So your toes are going to be turned out at 45 degrees. Sink into that low squat, separating the knees, opening the hips a little bit, pulling the chest up, tucking the tailbone under and breathing. We'll set the left hand down, inhale the right arm back to twist. Following your hand with your eyes. So you're rotating all the way from your eyes down to the low spine here. And then coming back to center, switch sides, breathe in, exhale, extend that left arm back, following it with your gaze.